Welcome to Compai's expat channel. I am Compai. I am Susua's voice of reason. Guys, Compai 1, the taxi mafia 0. Guys, if you're coming to Susua and you're looking for a place to stay, please check out my business, Casa Dompai. Guys, I am located downtown. My business has 9 rentals, 1 2-bedroom, 2 studios, and 6 of these beautiful 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath condos. Guys, listen, you got a full kitchen, 2 55-inch TVs, you got a nice sofa area, nice living room area, table for 2. You got nice mood lighting. You got a king-size bed in the bedroom. You got a workstation, beautiful paneling, and soundproof windows in the bedroom. I also pay for 100 meg up, 100 meg down for all you digital nomads. I have a walk-in closet and then another utility closet, full bathroom. Guys, I take my business very serious. So there's my contact information. If you're looking for a nice place to stay during your vacation in Susua or a month or two, give me a shout out. So guys, let's get into this. What am I talking about? All right, if you spend any time down here in the Dominican Republic, you're going to understand that these roads are probably the most dangerous roads in the world. I was looking for statistics online that prove what I just said, and I found one. It's a little dated, but there it is. So basically, this is a graph, and I believe I got this graph. It was from 2022. And basically, per 1,000 residents, inhabitants of this island, over 60 people die per year. That's a lot. Guys, when we're higher than Zimbabwe, Africa, South Africa, places that you would think would just be out of control, and we're higher than that, that's scary. I say it all the time. One of the things that I dislike about living here is driving. If you ever hear me saying, oh man, I gotta go to Santiago, I gotta buy stuff for the condo complex, it's not a happy day for me, let alone when I gotta go to the capital to redo my cedula and my residency. Now, as I get into this story of what happened to me yesterday, first thing I need to say is I apologize for everybody that was stuck in traffic yesterday around 2:30. So it was me. That was the situation that happened to me that happens to so many people in this country all the time. And I'm going to explain what happened. But as I get into this, I want everybody to understand, if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. Remember, I live here. I have a great reputation in town with people that drive taxis, motos, all the way up to my fellow business people. I'm known. So what happened? Well, basically what happened, I was driving in front of Mango's yesterday. This was, what is today? Today is the 3rd or the 4th of February, 2025. This is a Sunday. So yesterday, I was driving in front of Mango's. And if you've been to Susua lately, you know there's just too many vehicles on the road. Not only do we have a lot of taxis, a lot of cars, a lot of motorcycles, unfortunately, we have a lot of golf carts. We got a lot of quads that just driving around like madness. It is a pain in the ass to drive around Susua. There's not enough space on the roads for all the vehicles that are licensed to be on the road, let alone the ones that aren't. So as I'm negotiating the road, this taxi's trying to pass me, and he's pissed he can't get past me. Well, if you know how wide the street is in front of Bailey's, plus all the rental vehicles, the quads and everything that are on both sides of the road, there's not room to pass. So he got really angry at me. So basically, when he was able to get along next to me, he smacked my side quarter panel on the back, on the driver's side. Then he started to get angry, so I know the routine. So let me get into what happens. This happens often in this country. And what they do is they create a situation to get you to stop because they think you're a tourist. They think when they get all aggressive and everybody joins in, you're just going to throw money and go away. It's a game. It's what they do. Well, they did it to the wrong gringo yesterday. And you guys are going to like this story. So basically, he whacks me. So now he wants me to stop. And he's pissed I ain't stopping. So what do? Fuck you. I ain't stopping. You hit me. It's my car. It's no big deal. Because I know how much it's going to cost me to fix that back quarter panel. It's going to cost me 1,500 pesos. That's not worth me getting into an argument with a taxi driver. Okay? Don't like dealing with them as it is. I got very few that I deal with, and they're the ones that have proven themselves to be good people. So I keep going. Now we're going past, I'm going towards the fork. And let me go to this camera. Go to the fork in Bailey's. I'm going right because I'm going to the beach. Well, he comes around like he's going to go to the left by the park, and he tries to hit the side of my car again because he is livid. I'm not stopping for him. So I swerve to the right. So he tries coming back around me. So now I'm in front of him. He is not getting alongside of me, and he's livid. So I'm out of there. Now all the motoconchers that sit in front of the pavilion, they want to get involved. Now, bear in mind, we're downtown. This whole incident is taking place in like 3 to 5 miles an hour. How fast are you going downtown? So nobody's driving super fast, hopefully. So now all the motoconchers, they're trying to get me to stop because they knew something happened. They all know each other. So these guys are hanging on my car door. My window's open. They're trying to grab me. Now, I got a little Toyota RAV4 that's a 5-speed. That thing is quick. I'm in first gear. I just punch it. I drag them with me until they decide I don't want to get hurt. Now, here's where it gets ugly. I make the left going right by Coco's, like you would go down to the beach, heading down toward Pedro Calzante to go over the street to go to the beach. A moto parks right in front of me. So now I got two choices. Do I run the bike over and keep going and create a real incident that cost me some money to get out of, or do I just play this out? Because I know what the game is. I know the game plan they're going to do because I've seen it many times. And I know what I can do to get out of it, to not enable them to be successful and pinching me for money. So the guy stops in front of me. Now I know everybody's coming. So first thing I do is I start opening up my phone. I call the people that I have very good relationships with who are in serious positions of authority. Now, let's stop right there for a second. Some people say, John, why do you have friendships with people in positions of authority? Because I have more to lose than the guy who's coming down here on a weekend to bang hookers. I have a lot more to lose than the person that's just renting a condo living off a retirement pension. I have something substantial. And my lawyer said, John, why do you not have people in position of authority on your phone that can help you when you need it? And my response was, I don't deal in hookers and I don't deal in drugs. I have nothing to do with that. They said, and my lawyer, Thomas, said to me, but you have something to take. If you're going to be spending considerable time abroad, especially here in the Dominican Republic, you are going to have your day in the shitter. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. And it all depends when that day comes up. Well, my first day in the shitter was back in 2018. And I said, it'll never happen again. And this is how it never will happen again, provided I don't put myself in a compromising position. Because nobody's beyond reproach, nobody's above the law. But as gringos down here, we're an opportunity. We have something to take, and they want to take it. So you really need to be involved in the community if you're living down here. You need to have a good reputation. You need to do the right thing to every level of society. You need to have friends you need to have good business relationships. You need to be respected because you never know when you're going to need some help. Well, yesterday was my day. So let me get back to the story. So now I got the motorcycle in front of me. I'm not going to push this motorcycle out of the way because nothing's gonna come of that. So I wait. So I boom, yo, Senior so and so. Listen, I got you on WhatsApp video for a reason. Look, I got into a car accident. You know the routine. You know what happens. All the motoconchos start jumping on the car. They start chasing after me. They're all coming right now. 2 sisters show up. This is really important because you need to understand the different roles of the different police here in the Dominican Republic. A cop's a cop. Let's just make that clear. They're all police, and it's really in our best interest to show them the appropriate respect that they deserve in their positions of authority. I get that. I'm not the kind of guy that trashes the police. But you got to see things for what they are as well. So they're 2 young cops. And if you ever see the young sister that are walking around without a gun, they've been on the job for less than 2 years. They don't get pistols until I believe it's their 3rd year. So they were 2 young kids. Man, they're probably 18, 19. This is a situation they don't know how to handle personally. They don't drive a car, you know, so they're going by with what the Dominican guy said. So I turn my car off and I'm waiting, and this is where the traffic is just backing up. There's traffic. It's probably all the way, probably at this point, to at least Bailey's. Nobody's moving. So now the whole group comes, and the owner who has the taxi's livid. He even has a baseball bat. He's playing the game. What they do, and this is the scam. What they do, when the taxis are the most aggressive drivers around, whether they're the guaguas, the publicos, the regular taxi drivers. First off, the taxi in Sosua, I will flat out say it, the taxis and the motoconchos are one of the biggest problems in Sosua. They're mafia. They're a mafioso all day long. They're one of the reasons that Sosua will never reach its full potential as a tourist destination is because of the taxis and the motos. I said it. I stand by it. Prove me wrong. So anyway, they think they own the road. So when you don't do what they want, they get pissed. And if you have any length of time driving here, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. So the sister comes up. Now all these guys come up, and what they're trying to do is get me rattled. They're doing the old shake the tree and see what falls out. Well, what fell out was my buddy on video going, see this guy? He jumped in my car. He tried grabbing my keys. He assaulted me. This guy has a baseball bat that was driving the taxi. This guy tried pulling me out of my car. This guy did this. So the sister goes, give me your phone. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not giving you my personal property. Matter of fact, say hi to so-and-so from the National Police. This is my friend. You guys are wrong. Then it just changed. Oh, I said, by the way, I got a cedula. I got my residency. I have my driver's license. These guys are wrong. They are not legally able to hold me. They can't assault my car. They can't touch my property. They can't use their taxi as a weapon to hit me. I drive my car looking forward, not backwards. If he hits me in the back, he's responsible. They still hate it. Things are still... Now, at this point, I'm like, game on, motherfucker. Come at me with the baseball bat. Let's go. I guarantee there's videos out there. Guys, so if you got any of this on video, please send it to me so I can do a reaction video on it. That'll be great content. So now they realize, A, they can't take me to court, because what happens when you go to court? First thing the judge is going to say is, how long have you been here? Did you overstay your tourist visa? They want that answer to be yes, because then you're automatically at fault. Why am I saying this? Because there's a lot of gringos, or extranjeros, or foreigners. Gringos actually is not a good word to use. There's a lot of foreigners who come down here who overstay their tourist visa, who are basically driving illegally. If you don't have a Dominican driver's license, after the time period that you can legally drive under that tourist visa, you're automatically wrong. And the judges and fiscalias, they back up the Dominicans. So what the taxi drivers do, what the motoconchos drivers do, and everybody does it, they will hit you because they think you've overstayed your visa. Now, why'd they do it to me? Most people know me in town, but the ones that, I don't want to say do nefarious things, don't know me. I don't use drugs. I'm not hanging out in casinos. I'm not out super late every night. I work and I go home. My goal is to be home by 5. Once in a while, maybe 9, 9:30. Once in a while, I'll go out late, depending on what buddies are in town. But I'm not a known face around for everybody who peddles certain products, hustles certain things. That's what a lot of the motoconchos are known for. That's what their side hustle is. So I'm not known to them. So they don't know that I'm established in town, that I have friends. So they think they're going to get something out of me. So now they realize they can't do it. So what they're hoping for is they're going to get me really upset. They're going to make me scared. They're going to just overwhelm me with the situation. Then they can get my passport, take me to the Fiscalia, and get money out of me. That's all it is. The taxi drivers here will definitely hit your back quarter panel just to create an incident so they can get money out of you. It's part of the game here. It's part of one of the scams. That's why you got to be careful when somebody hits you in the back. That's why you got to be legal here. If you're living here full time, and especially if you bought a car, you should get your cedula, get your residency, and go through the process to get your driver's license. I know it's a pain in the ass. I didn't like having to do it, but I did it. And guess what? It paid off yesterday. All that money I paid, all that time, energy, and effort of going to Santo Domingo, doing the process, going to Puerto Plata, taking the written test, taking the course, taking the test, doing all that stuff to get my driver's license, it makes the playing field level. You want to go to court? Let's go to court. Because at the end of the day, I can hire more lawyers than you can. Even though they're Dominican, it changes the ball game. I'm a legal resident. I have businesses that have an RNC number. I'm registered with the TSS. It changes things. That's even before I make a phone call to Santo Domingo. Why is an American investor in Sosua having the screws put to him because he's getting scammed because a taxi driver hit him and all the motos, basically, for I don't want to say the word kidnapped because that's where I was saying, but when you don't allow somebody to leave and you inhibit their free movement when you're not a member of the police force or any kind of law authority, that's illegal. I don't know what the technical term is in this country, but you can't impede somebody's movement unless you have the authority to do that. I'm sorry, motor taxi drivers and taxi drivers, they don't constitute that. But that's the mentality here. That's what they do. So when you have that cedula and you're legal, it takes that away. You're like, no, we're equal, brother. I'll see you in court. Oh, and by the way, when you came at me with that baseball bat, that's some assault there with a deadly weapon. You guys who were jumping in my car and trying to pull me out, that's also assault. Why were you trying to carjack me? Now they're like, oh, fuck, he's legal. They know what we can do when we have the cedulas. So it works out extremely, extremely well. So, guys, that is the scam. And now let me sum up the scam because I know I was kind of a little bit all over the place there. The scam is what they want to do is they want to create an incident thinking that you won't know how to handle it. Then they'll escalate the incident through severe emotions. They get all fucking crazy. Then as soon as the motoconchos see that drama, they join in because they know they're going to get paid too. And just remember, and here in the Dominican Republic, they run towards the problem. They don't run away. If there's a knife fight, they're running to the knife fight. If there's some kind of commotion going on, they run to the problems here. They don't run away from the danger. So everybody will get in on it. So that was the goal, because they know when they go before the Fiscalia, if you overstayed your tourist visa, the Fiscalia and the judge is going to side with the Dominicans. I won in Dominican court against Dominicans, against Haitians. It's hard to do it. You better have your ducks in line. You better have the moral high ground and the legal high ground, and you can. It's not like it was years ago where they're automatically going to side if they can get away with it. You have to have your shit in order. You got to have your ducks in line, and you can win. That's why I say, even though my quarter panel got beat, I think. Hold on, I got a picture of that. So what you want to always put yourself in a good position of not authority, but you want to take the moral high ground. So guys, that's all. That's the whole drama right there. That little thing. So that's $1,500. My buddy Alex, he has a auto body shop next to Constantine on the highway. This is the second time a taxi's done that. The first time I was like, see ya, bye-bye. I'm out of here. Not worth my time, energy, and effort talking to you, Mr. Taxi Guy. This taxi guy was very upset that I told him to go pound sand, and I moved on. So he tried taking it to another level. That's what they do here. So guys, that's the story. That's why I say the taxi mafia is 0, Compai 1, but you got to know how the system works. You got to know what your rights are. You got to know the scam. You got to know how they do things here to avoid it once in a while. That's why I say it's very important to really listen to people that have had experiences like this to know how to handle them. Because there's too many 5-year people down here giving advice who really shouldn't. You know, if this was anybody else, it would have gotten ugly. It would have gotten real ugly because they thought they had a big payday coming. And all they did was just slowly slip away. But guys, thank you for watching Compai's Expat channel. I'm Compai. Again, if you need a good place to stay, Casa Dompai, my spot. I'll put the description. I'll put my contact information in the description down below. Show me some love. How about a like, subscription if you're new to my channel? This is what you can expect on Compai's Expat channel. Guys, peace out.